because there are just some carp that are so big there. Now, the chance you're going to hook into one of those is pretty slim, but if it happens, it's frustrating. I don't know what's the best one, Trophy Hunter. It's a good question. I mean, I like the West Hill Royal feeder. What's up, Psycho? I'm using foam rubber fish right now, but I'll probably switch back to the red lurker once it's morning or a little later in the morning. All right. At least we've increased the bite rate here recently. We're just letting these foam rubber fish like sit in the bottom layer. Seems to be working though. Pretty well. Yeah, Fuyo, I actually saw your conversation you were having with people in chat last night. Um, so I mean, I sort of know the answer to some of these questions, but I think it depends on: are you wanting it for carp fishing, or are you wanting it for carp plus other stuff? If it really is just for carp fishing, then you don't need that much reel. You could go Avia 8000. You want to get the biggest ones, you can get Tagara or even Megara. What's up, bot? But if you do want to be open to other fish beyond just carp, so you might want to fish for sturgeon. You might want to use it at the sea. If that's the case, then I would go Vinga 10,000. I know you've been asking a lot of people about the Goliath. I've never used the Goliath. I have no idea. But the Goliath is way too expensive a reel to get it for carp fishing. It's not a carp fishing reel. It's way bigger than that. You literally are losing strength with the Goliath and carp fishing because you can't get carp setups bigger than 30, whatever it is, 36 kilos, right? And you just don't need that much strength to catch any carp in the game. 36.2. Thanks, Oki. So in my opinion, a Goliath 20K or whatever it is way too much reel if you're getting it for carp fishing. I think Vinga is, I agree with Droz. You want to be flexible. If you might want to use it at the sea some, if you're going to mostly fish for carp, but you want it to be flexible, Vinga is probably your reel. First sea reel, I like the Regal. I mean, again, all of this is just my opinion. There's 100 different ways you can go these days with equipment and gear. Totally up to you. There's a lot of different ways. But for me, I really like the Regal at sea. Yeah, I think the Tagara is another way to go. I mean, I have Megaras. I only have one Tagara, but I got the Megaras just to finish the matching set because I had purchased one when they first came out, and then I won one in a competition. So, I think Tagaras are a really good option. Again, it just, you want to use it at sea. If you want to go sturgeon, that kind of stuff, then Vinga still might be the better option. But, and I don't remember because the Tagara got nerfed, and not in its performance, but the price went up, right? So I would have to look again at the price just to make sure it's not too close to the same price as a Vinga. I don't think it is, but that's the only thing, is it did go up in price a little bit, right? Which in some ways made the Megara a better deal. But the problem with the Megara is people don't like it as much because I think it doesn't reel in big fish as fast as the Tagara, something like that. I agree about the Avia. That's why I started with that. You can go really affordable, get you some Avia 8000s, and you're set. If you just want to be able to get any carp in. Now, it's a little dicier when you start including things like, to me, When you start including things like big head and wild carp and that kind of stuff, at that point I'd probably rather have Tagara, Megara, Venga, but and the more expensive the reel, generally speaking, the more expensive the reel, the more expensive the repair, right? Yeah, that's true, bot. You're going to get better at it the more experience you have. And better at, honestly, better at knowing how to not destroy your gear in the process. 30.1 on marine fishing. We're on a good streak here. I know it's all safe, but the bite rate's been so healthy. I'm gonna keep it running just like this until it seems to slow down again. Because this is actually pretty good silver because of the bite rate. We've caught better fish at times, but when it's been slow, it's, you know, that's what's hurting us. .5 until drop shot. All right. What about level? Did you already level? Nice. Ooh. That's getting into some nice sized lumpfish, by the way. Silver must flow just like the dune spice. That's so funny. You are welcome. Remember, it's not a right or wrong. You decide you want to go a different direction, that is totally fine, and let us know how it goes. There's a lot of good equipment in the game now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's smart. Yeah, it depends on what you mean by budget, Gamer. I like the Ocean Queen a lot. My starter rod at Norway was the Ocean Queen 86. It's a Pilker rod that goes up to 68.2 load capacity. So it's just kind of perfect for the Regal right at the beginning. So, bot, let's say the answer is yes, I do like trolling on Archie Volkov tuba. What do you say to that? Another reason to go Vinga or Tagara? I know, but I'm just saying, what if they don't answer? I want to know what you were going to say. Tagara is faster, yeah. But I've never minded trolling with a Vinga. Have you? I've never been like sad when I was trolling with a Vinga. Now, I wouldn't necessarily be excited about trolling with Megaras. I mean, I've just never done that. But Vinga's fine. You only have one Vinga? Gotcha. $30.4. Cardinal, Vinga, and Overlord Tagara. Nice. Guys, it's 9:30 in the morning. We're still using the foam red foam, and I don't regret it at all. So far, this is doing pretty well. Ooh, and it caught a saith on the drop. $30.5. I guess what I'm saying is, don't get too locked into my whole theory about pilkers in the day and jigs at night, because you know, maybe pilker would do just as well at night, and right now jig is doing great during the day. So I tried that a little bit more last night, bot, and I couldn't get dialed in. I was really trying to use that guy's post to like come up with a good strat, and I just could not get it going any better than we did during the stream. Did not feel like I was like close to trophying or anything. I guess it's just RNG at the end of the day, but hey, nice Pollock. What's up, Volts? Welcome back. We just caught our 100th fish of the day at Copper. Biffa, I'm at 61.53, but I also want to try Pier One. I'm using a weird setup, Volts. I'm actually using Sweet Cream 14 pellets and Raspberry Jam 15 boilies with raspberry cream dip and then a raspberry centric PVA that ran out a long time ago, and I haven't put any more out there. So, but because my main focus is my cozy account here, I haven't wanted to be too distracted. I think the cream bite rate would have just been too high. And I still got a F1 trophy. This is in about like 2.5 hours. An F1 trophy, 3 different koi, and then just a ton of what you'd expect. Mirror, common, few dinks, F1s, tench, couple roach, couple crucians, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but um, I can't do it on those reels because I'm not on my main account. Right now I'm using foam rubber fish, if you're asking about right now volts. Okay, so like if I look at this, I can see that the gear ratio is 5.4 to 1. So that's how fast it reels, how much line it's pulling in per rotation. And let's look at another one. Oh, the features. Okay, so features would be listed here under a reel. So like these little sparks are called light fishing. And features typically are just like a clue on, like if it says carp fishing, it's probably going to have a pretty big spool. If it's a great pull, then it's going to be a good gear ratio to pull in bigger fish more quickly. I don't know. There's all kinds of features and stuff that are listed right here. And then the gear ratio is here. This one happens to be 5.4 to 1 as well. Is that what you mean, bot? Yeah, you can look at all of them in the shop. That's right. It kind of gives you an idea of what the reel is sort of intended for. You still want to like look at all the specific numbers and stuff, but it does give you an idea. Great pull, forced to pull the fish, saltwater for sea fishing. Yeah. Good points. Very good. All right. I think this is the perfect time to switch back to the lurker. Let's try to get one more fish here. And actually, I need to go pee really quick, but yo, Cal, nice trophy F1. All right, let me try to do this again. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, nice bot. That sounds awesome. Ooh, that's a nice European place, by the way. Oh, crap. Yeah, let's switch. I hate to do it because it's been so good, but who's to say this wouldn't have been really good too? Nice safe. Alright, Super Friends, Arkham Asylum, Gotham, Metropolis, Sidekicks. Okay, right now this bite rate is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pollock. Love it. We're at 68 fish in 2 hours and 30 minutes. We're over halfway through our trip because of the travel time and all that. Uh-oh. No, we're still good. It's just the wind. My goodness. The wind. When the wind picks up, you can tell what happens to it on the bottom is dramatically different. Maybe we don't need to pilker it right now. Maybe we just let it sit in the bottom. There's so much movement right now. Maybe we should also put... ooh, crap. Maybe we should also put jigging back on and just let the jigging bounce around in the bottom. I don't know. This is crazy, though. This is a very small fish. It's interesting. Maybe a little mackerel? Very small. Oh, a little hake. Okay. This would probably be a good time to switch our setup and spot at Copper. I think I'm going to go over to Pier One. Anybody tried Pier One yet today? I'm going to try Pier One. Somebody came in here and told us it was doing good, so go try it. $10-meter clip, Pier One. Let's see how it goes. Love to see it. Love to see it. Nice safe, and it gave us points. All right, so we're at 105 fish, and we'll give you the silver update here in just a second. Whoa, cafe order on the Tench. That's nice. About it though. We already had the F1 and a couple of the other cafes done. All right, total silver 1,468 silver. Holy cow. Nothing like that copper money. Wait. Did you just trophy it? Was that on Flying Collar? Oh, 4.5? Are you kidding me? That's torture. I guess you're used to it at this point. But that seems like torture to me. Yeah, I remember you saying that you had gotten 4.3. I remember that now. Okay, so the last thing I need to do really quick while we're hoping we get another bite while it's on the ground is make a little bit more cream ground bait PVA stuff. Not ground bait, PVA. We'll go 4, 8, 10, powdered cream. Surprised we haven't had a little better bite rate just sitting on the bottom, but hasn't been. All right, we're all set up. We are all set up. We have drifted pretty far. Maybe we just want to go back towards the middle of 41. I mean, this weather's probably not helping anything, but... And it is maybe worth thinking about, with the weather doing this, do we just return to a jigging setup? Ooh, there we go. Nice safe. We have caught so many safe in this trip, but I think that's good. I think that's a good sign. Had plenty of bait, plus we've just caught lots of fish. Somebody is about to find themselves kicked out of our chat. Last warning, Bazoon. There's a 4/8. Yes, I know, but it didn't have much time left unless it recycled again. When I first started the trip, there was like, I don't know how much time left, but it just seems a little slow right now. This weather, though, probably, huh? We're just gonna try it. That's a good start. We actually got a fish on the drop, on the maggot. Go. Say something sarcastic, Bolts. I dare ya. It's all good. It's all good. Remember the announcement of the news related to premium cafe orders? I thought first that we'd be able to check the orders from all places. Not checking other map orders from cafe place. Yes. That would have been so. That would be so cool if that was a part of premium. Honestly, I think both should be a part of premium. That would be awesome. Or useful to see cafe orders from the map on which you are from all the places on that map. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That would have been cool. That would have been really cool. Oh, this is a nice place. Such a nice place. Some good silver. We'll take that. All right, 2 fish in. I'm very impressed with the red maggot. Yo, KC, nice trophy tinch. The place trophy versus, yeah. Yeah, I agree. All right, I mean, first impression of Pier One is not the best impression, but it's still early. I mean, I started fishing here during the like hot part of the day. You know how sometimes that does weird things to the results, but still early. $61.53. Really? What? Huh? See, where did I switch? Right there. How did I make a bunch of money? Um, where is Pier One? Hiding. Come back to me, Pier One. Lots of cafe orders, and I have made 3 trips to Copper. All of the leveling videos I've made. I mean, I don't know. Most of it's been, I mean, like I said, I've done Copper, Norway, but in terms of like fishing at, most of the fishing has been at Mosquito and Winding, although we did do some bream at Oldberg and a little bit of bear, but not much. Oh yeah, quarry trolling. We did some quarry trolling. That was good. I don't know. I don't know if I would do your last Copper trip today or not, honestly. I might wait till it's like absolutely going off one day. Like it's fine today, but it's... First of all, I'd wait till you have classic pop up. If it's going like it is right now, you want to be able to use corn. Second of all, without PVA, I bet today's pretty slow. Because with PVA, today is good, but it's not as like on fire as it is some days. Nice safe. All right, right now, this maggot doing some work. But the weather's also calming back down, so we might want to try the pilker again soon. What do we have? 3,200 silver? And I'm just trying to, whatever we can make on this Norway trip, trying to get enough so that we can put together our first copper rod and reel in case I do decide to go early to copper on this leveling experience. Certain ground bait koi like? I don't know. Sometimes there's certain baits that koi like. Which fish is the best looking fish? Oh, I don't know, man. I think the models on some of these new koi at copper are pretty impressive. I always enjoy seeing buffalo come out of the water. I'm going to keep going. Right now, these European plates are solid. The new perch model, frankly, is pretty good. A lot of the fish here at the sea. The trophy lumpfish just looks awesome, doesn't it? There's a lot of fish here at the sea I think that look really good, but I just love the way some of the new koi look. The black one, as well as the one that's like got a little blue in it. Just a sick design. I think it looks great. Yo, chum, is that one of those Yama fish? You like the golden tench? That's cool. Kamchatkan? What about you, bot? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. It looks like it's got like so much texture to it. That is a good trophy fish. Good looking trophy fish. Ooh, maximum total weight of fish caught per day. It's not even midnight yet. Yeah, I bet that's got to be a hard one to. It's a grindy one to get, from what I hear. I don't think I have any of the Kudums personally, but that's awesome, bot. Yum. All right, is Pier One picking up? The bite rate certainly is. We're at 11 fish in 10 minutes, but 5 of them are common carp. Hmm. I like the look of the char, especially Cory char and red char. Yes, that's a good point. Char, I've always thought the char looks nice. Good call. Atlantic salmon, nice. At Cowboy, send me a message in game Botsy. Anyone got some cream dip and cream brulee 14 I can trade for? Yo, kudos to Cowboy Jason for asking to trade for something that presumably he can't get. Kudos to you, Cowboy Jason. You have just one life. Oh, shoot. Need to get PVA on some of these. Are we not even in bottom layer right now? I don't know what's going on. Attic. Haven't seen a ton of these. All right, let's go right back in with the maggots for now. All right, good. Cozy Jason got some. Very good. Help was sent. Okay, thank you, bot. Yo, I love it. Cowboy Jason reminds me of my kids right now. All right, bet. Thank you. Totally something my kids would say. Bet. Heard. that would be a that would be an unsuspected twist. All right, we are in the doldrums of overnight. Time to switch up our lure approach here. All right, Pier One's a common carp farm. This is not the spot, I don't think, right now. Now, maybe we'll get a lucky rare fish or something, but we're getting way more common carp over here than I did at 51. All right, there's another safe. Let's go handmade for a minute. See how it goes. Oh man, Pier One, absolute common carp farm. Oh no, sorry, Pier One, as in that's what I call 5660 at Copper, because it was the first little dock we ever fished off of at Copper. That's true. Amber actually has a Pier One, or what do you call those? Like pegs. Has a peg one, right? Pontoon. Whoa! The unsuspecting conger. It's a baby, but still. It's happened one time, Rosek. It happened one time when the Norway map got updated with new species and some new equipment and stuff. They reset the Norway trips so people could buy them a second time. So anything's possible, but there's no indication that to make us think that that would happen again necessarily. You never know, but that could have been a one-time thing. Yeah. So some people, if they took their first three trips before that update, they ended up getting 6 trips total. Now, some people did way more than that because when the map very first came out, there was no limit to trips. So I'm sure there's someone out there who's taken a lot of trips. 34 is easier to get there. Oh, for sure. Yes, for sure. I agree, bot. It's still a thing. It's still a grind, but a big boy. All right, that was at Pier 1 for what it's worth. Pier 1 on cream. I'm playing on my main account. I'm the only one that plays on my main account, just to make sure that's clear. I'm the only one that plays on any of my accounts. By the way, that fish just popped off, and it was a nice feeling fish. Yes, I'm playing on both accounts at the same time. That's right. That is correct. Two separate computers at the same time. Side by side. And I'm also standing. Just to throw all the random facts out there. Okay, what's working or what's not working, Paul? Are you at 41? Oh, coffee sounds good. I've been drinking water and Diet Coke. But that's still from lunch. I could go for a second cup of coffee today, though. I've had enough water to justify it, I think. Paul said this has been the worst trip to Norway that he's had in a long time. I'm curious how long his trip's been going. And what's not been working or been working. I definitely feel like 41 has been an improvement over 34 for me. Tried pretty much everything, 26 fish and 60% non-markers. Dang. Boy, you are having a rough trip. Are you? So I guess you're in my stream because you're responding to me. So you've seen what I've been using and what's working and not working for me. Interesting. The bottle of wine is empty. I could go for a glass of red wine. That sounds good. Yo, Hat Sure 2, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we just hit a pretty decent size mirror carp, it looks like.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yo! New sub? Wow. Look at that, y'all.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't
I think that's a brand new sub, right?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Everything's popping off. Nimi Seat. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. And thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Fishing tipsy. No. I wouldn't be tipsy. Just a single glass of red wine. Did y'all see my message about schedule change starting tomorrow on my Discord? I posted it underneath the self-advertising post for this stream today. Hopefully you saw that in case you have any questions and sort of know what's coming. Saw it? Okay, thanks, bot. I don't want to get melodramatic about it. I certainly don't want to belabor the point, but I did want to put the info out there. Come on. Tell you, not all the time, but sometimes I think this red handmade has been the best for me. There's been moments where it's been worth switching off to other stuff, but kind of like that red maggot. There was a few casts there where that red maggot was like awesome. Ooh, what the heck? A mirror carp are big right now. Cut it out. I don't have time for this. Cozy needs my attention. MDawg's gonna abandon his children again? Paul. That's not true. I'm gonna really try to be more consistent this time, y'all. I can't tell you, like, in terms of the success of this channel, this stream, of our little community here, this summer has been unlike anything I've ever experienced. So I would love to keep it rolling. But unfortunately, the reality is that does involve some time changes on when streams will be happening. There's no way I'll be able to get in as many hours as I've been getting in, obviously. But I still want to do some, even during the week, especially when kids' athletic schedule and all that allows. And I also, on the weekend, will try to be kind of normal on times like I typically am. Wait, why am I pressing escape? Oh, time. Trying to see time left on the trip. What am I going to do? Am I going to start deleting fish that aren't markers? Surely that makes more sense than wasting the time of driving back out here, right? If we get up to 100 fish, all you can do as best you can. Yo, thank you, Awesome Sauce. As always, thank you for your attitude. All right, it's daytime. We need to switch back to the Pilker, I think. I don't have the submarine. This is a non-premium account right now. Yo, Gammer, nice gibble. All right, there we go. All right, let's switch back to Pilker. Let's see how Pilker's doing. The wind has calmed down. Even though it's cloudy, it's not storming. I think I feel a little bit better about Pilker chances at the moment. We'll start with red, but I'm not opposed to switching to blue and trying that out as well. Do I need a fresh one? Is that the suggestion? I need a fresh. What do you think, bot? You think I should keep using handmade foam, even though it's daytime? It did work really well yesterday, early in the day. What the heck? I can't believe I spent about an hour today, caught 26 mackerel. Playing with your emotions, that's funny. All right. You use what you want. Oh, come on. Another nice say 31.2. Okay. 61.53 working for anyone? 61.53. Yeah, that's where I started. It was really good. Ooh, thank you, bot. Full setup. I love it. Ooh, on the drop, guys. We actually caught something on the drop. Yeah, 61.53 was good for me. I think it would have even been better if I'd used cream, but I did the raspberry setup and it was still good. Yeah, we're staying on top of our safe needs. What I was using lately was Pilker rig with orange drops. Just for a few minutes. Gotcha. Ooh, on the drop again. What clip? 12 clip. At that spot I used 12 clip. On the drop again. Suddenly catching on the drop, which I love. Mackerel. You're not into pilker rigs for small fishes right now? Gotcha. Nice spot. That sounds fun. Yeah, honestly, if I hadn't decided to do this today, I probably would have done more flying color rig just to keep playing around with it. Because I had fun with it, even though I just felt like I could not consistently figure out what was working or not working. All right, so one thing we can do, well, I think there's at least one saith I missed. A 2 kilo saith that I missed earlier. Yeah, right there. Let's see if there's a second one. Oops. 4. Yep, here's another one. And that's the last one. Okay. 60.8 on bait harvesting. And I guess we're going to have to start going through and deleting some of our non-marker small fish, like the mackerel that we just caught that wasn't a marker, stuff like that. We don't want to have to go into shore. We'd rather get the benefit of the XP and the chance of seeing more fish, not getting every single cent we can on non-marker fish. How much time do you have left? Good question. Ooh, it's a nice pollock. We have 1 day, 14 hours. Okay, are we gonna really do this struggle this whole time? You can check all fishes after weight. Check what fish and weight you want. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. So let's see. We could get rid of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I think we're still gonna run out of. You know what? Let's just. So maybe what we should do is just time it. Once morning's over, we just make a quick trip back. Same goes with fish pieces. Yeah. Good point. All right, sounds good, bot. Makes sense. Well, on this trip, we've gotten almost half a level, I think. Maybe not quite that much. Actually, we've probably got about over a fourth of a level. That's more like it. Because we were not at half, but we were getting there when we started the trip. Nice, Dorsey. Yes, in MK, I am. Although I have been switching around a lot. Because frankly, this trip has been good, but not great. So I feel like I've constantly been trying to like figure out, okay, is this other, lure or jig or whatever going to work a little better? But I've probably used this red lurker as much as anything, and it's been good. It has been good. One thing that was also good was the red maggot, which I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. But it was very good. Let's throw that out again just to mix it up a little bit. Handmade foam's been fine. Red lurker, blue lurker. Jigmeister 75 was fine. Everything's been fine. It's been good. It's not been great, but it's been good. Been some weird weather in Norway today too, though. Yo, Mark the Wolf, how's it going? Yeah, I'm at 41 right now. That's right. Oh, white maggot. Okay, nice. Maybe I should try the white one. I've just been using the red. The red's been good. Blue thing mean? Yeah. It means a fish is on. Yeah, that's right. I haven't tried the white maggot this trip. Let's try it. The red jacks? Did the red jacks work good for you? We can try that. Oh, nice. Grats on your first carp setup. That's awesome. Yo, Dorsey, grats on 26. Well, the Dinks Linear is coming out for a second. Have fun catching carps. Got a lot of saiths on it. Yeah, I mean, I've caught a lot of saiths. almost no matter what I've used, which I'm okay with. I think Saith, they add up on silver, they give you the bait, and getting a little XP. Slice Spam, thanks for the raid. What's up, Johnny Tin Can? Is the wind acting up? No? One of those moments where I'm having a hard time finding the bottom. There we go. I went to Old Bird, get some grass carps, 14 kilo. Oh, nice. Awesome. Nice, Dorsey. All right, for whatever reason, white seems a little slow right now. Although, I do typically use maggots at night more than I do during the middle of the day like this. $21.67. I think it's 67, right? At Old Bird, 21.67. Well, this is a nice fish, so let's hold off on changing the maggot out just yet. What did we just get, cusked or what? Or is this a flat fish? Yeah, it's 17 clip there, yeah. It looks like a cusk, doesn't it? Or either a cod. It could be a cod. Oh, yeah, it's a cod, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, biggest cod of the day so far. All right, we'll give white maggot another shot. $67. Holy cow. Is that conger good silver? So since we switched to the white maggot, it's been cod, plaice, sculpin, conger. Isn't that conger big enough to be pretty good silver though? I think it is. Another conger jump scare. These are the kind of experiences that I don't have on my main account very often because I usually just come to fish at 34 or 41 for just like 1 hour. And I just think it's a pretty different experience when you're using drop shot because so many of the fish are coming in on your drop shot. And so, like, you kind of forget the random fish species you get. Look at that record of the week, Cozy. You go. Yeah, 3-0. Unless this is another crazy fish on white maggot, we're going to respawn after this fish and ride back out here because we need to get rid of some fish. We don't have enough to delete to actually make a difference. And we're at 97 fish. So we're going to go sell at least like 30 of them or so, and then we'll come finish the trip out here. I just think this white maggot's interesting. It's a little slower bite rate, but we've had some interesting fish on it. God. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, folks. We're gonna go back to shore, sell some fish, and then come right back out. But I'll be right back. Okay, we have our coffee. We are loading back into Norway. All right. Let's get on the boat. But we need to do cafe and then see how we're doing. Oh, we don't have a hake that big. Oh, we've got the haddock order. All right, 146 silver. Yo, we're killing it. We're killing it already. Ooh. Trophy that place, y'all. Get the trophy in the place. 1,400 silver. Yo, we're killing the world. No, this is great. All right. So, oh yeah, look how much that conger's worth. 140 silver. All right, let's don't ruin our amount of silver here. Let's just sell 110 silver. That's 30 pieces. Now we've got room for, yeah, this is perfect. If we catch that much fish, I'll be shocked. There's no way we'll catch that much fish. All right, cool. We're up to 3,500 silver, plus we know we'll make at least another 1,200 probably. So that's 4,700. What reel does that allow us to buy? What copper reel can we buy for 4,700 silver? Look how foggy it is out here. Oh, we want to go back to 41, by the way. Yo, what's up, One Shot? Yeah, we've had a good, cozy trip to Norway. Does 4,700, or let's say 5,000 silver. Does 5,000 silver, is that enough to purchase the Natura and the what rod do you get for the copper trip? I'm pulling up the prices on the 6,000 reels. The Model 2. Is that enough for the Model 2? Ooh, the new Avia is only 5.2? Ooh. Are we that, we're going to be that close to the new Avia? And the azimuth is, so it's either new Avia or like the Natara is 3,100. I think it'll be between new Avia and the Natara. The Natora. Which I'm good with either one. Obviously the Avia is much nicer, but the Natura is fine too. Let's see how much that, on our way to 41, let's see how much that Model 2 is. Which if we get the Avia, we wouldn't get the Model 2. We'd have to save up a little bit higher than that. Alright, feeder rod. Model 2 cost 884 silver. It's not too bad. Okay. You're getting the Avia for your little dude? Nice. You're a cute little dude. Azimuth can be used at sea as well. Yeah, but azimuth's a lot more expensive, right? And Cozy Copper is probably just going to be at Cozy Copper, to be honest. Not a lot of sea trips, at least not for now, I wouldn't think. Just going to be for me to do a lot of testing at Copper with no PVA and all that. Okay. Reset everything. Hey, let's start with that red jacks. So when you said red jacks, did you mean 125? Yeah, you must have. All right, let's try it. Let's at least try this one time. Yes, that's correct, Bomar. That is correct. I don't know. We might have to try that white maggot a little bit more. We were getting some interesting results on the white maggot. Especially that surprise visit from the eel. Just a chance at another eel like that is worth it. Azimuth 6,000 to the sea sounds painful. Okay, coffee on the sea. Well, there's nothing about the bite rate of this Jax that makes me think this is better than the Lurker, since we have the Lurker. Now, I understand some people on their trip might not have the red Lurker, but if you do, this seems a little slow. But I'm determined to try to get a bite, although I can't waste too much time, because we are down to just over an hour left. There we go. All right, we saw a bite. We came, we saw, we conquered. Safe, what a shocker. I take back everything I said about the Jacks. It seems like it's just a little bit of a slow bite rate in general right now with the Pilker. I think it's time to switch back to the maggot. right, love to see it. Love to see it. So we could just keep going like this, but let's try the maggot. Let's just take our chances with the maggot. We're coming up on nighttime. Maybe we'll get a couple decent flatfish. Who knows? Yo, Dorsey Pain Train. Gibble and grass carp trophies. Grats. Hey, it's another edible crab. Love it. That's awesome. I was waiting for this spot on Ladoga Lake so much. Oh, nice, Dorsey. If I could get to that lake on Cozy, that would be a good way to level up bottom fishing too. Or at least it typically is. What was that last fish we caught? Oh yeah, edible crab. Again, white maggot strikes again. Yo, IYR, nice trophy F1. Oh, nice, Terhas. So glad to hear it. $35.20. Hold on, let's get a calculator up here. All right, so what did we say the AV is 5.2? 5.2 minus 3.5. 1.7. Can we hit 1.7? I don't think that's an unrealistic goal. I've just got to get a better bite rate than this. What do y'all think? Should we go back to 34? Or should we stick it out at 41? I mean, 41 has been better than 34 today, but I have been fishing 41 for a while now. I wonder if there's a level requirement on Avia 6000. Does anybody know off the top of their head? Surely it's not higher than like 22 though, is it? Does it say 22 or 24? But it doesn't say on it. If you already have it and you can use it, it doesn't say, right? It's 22? Okay, cool. That's the goal. Random C2 at Pier One, by the way. And I do mean random. I mean, that was like our 96th fish, and that's the first C2 we've had all day. All right, I am 100% switching. White maggot, I cannot complain. You did us great. But we got to try something else right now. We got goals. I mean, for what it's worth, I think by the time this is done, in 5 hours, I'll have made 3,000 silver at copper. Maybe a little more. Something like that, though. With PVA. The first 2.5 hours I did with raspberry stuff across at whatever it is, 51 whatever, I don't know, 63, that high volume spot, 12-meter clip. And then the second half the time has been over here at Pier One on just cream stuff. And I think the first spot would have been even better on just the cream, but I wanted to slow the bite rate down so I could focus a little bit more on cozy saltwater. And so Pier One with cream has been a much better bite. I mean, really good bite rate, but it has been a lot of common carp. There was more koi and just like random other stuff mixed in at the other spot. We still have had some nice linear, Dinks linears. Still have the Trophy F1. Trophy F1 at both spots. So, I don't know. Both good, just a little different. Alright, what is this going to be? We can only hope it's another edible crab, but most likely it's a sculpin or a tiny something. Alright, it's a sculpin. Hope this is not another little sculpin. would be brutal. Okay. That's 2 small fish in a row on the handmade foam. It's worth noting. I guess one reason to make all this stuff into safe bait, it's not just in case we ever come back to Norway on this account, which we may not, but it's because it's leveling up our harvesting baits. So like these little 2 kilo safe might be worth doing. Just on that off chance. Congrats on level 23 Pinguino. Wait, what do you mean one shot? Does feed base only work well with pellets? I don't. It is very rare that I use feed as a base in ground bait or PVA. I think one of the few things, there's something weird. It's like eel or something like that where we sometimes use feed, but it's pretty rare. But I don't know of any connection between feed and pellets. That one's a little bit of a head scratcher for me. You made a raspberry spod mix, it seems slower. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know how much, that's one thing we were talking about earlier when Blunty was talking about this, is like, how much does the base matter in terms of attracting or not attracting fish? I see what you're saying. Yeah, feed seems neutral. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thought. I don't know. Okay, it's a nice safe, 31.6 marine. Let's do one more cast and then let's switch to lurker, I think. Come what may on lurker. Maybe we'll start with blue lurker. Oh. Well, see how it does during the day, one shot. Sometimes nighttime is just slow in general, you know? Oh, that was a quick bite. I love it. All right. We're going to switch to blue lurker, and then we'll probably end up back at red lurker, but let's see how blue looks. Wait, why would we do... Let's do red first because of morning shark possibility. Oh, it's another lump fish. Forget it, I'm not switching. We're going to go one more time at least on the good silver, good XP. Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird. Copper seems to be that way. Amber sometimes quad corn works at amber, sometimes not. So it's just weird. On the drop. Ooh, nice safe. Come on, game. In this trip with a bang. Yeah, that's definitely happened to me before, Volts. Ooh, NMK, that's awesome. That would go hard for Cozy right now. A nice turbot like that. Did you get it at 34 or 41? I'm wondering. I just haven't, other than the European place. I have caught European place here, but I feel like I've not really seen many other. 41. Okay, cool. We did have a turbot earlier, right? Like a couple nights ago, maybe. Safe. Oh, maybe not. I don't see it on the list. Maybe not. Maybe not. Unless it was so small it got X'd by the when I sold the bottom fish. You follow me? That's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? One shot. Oh man. That's funny. Not stalk me, just fish where I'm fishing. Mmm. Captain Furious, that's a nice Vivi eel pout. Come on, one more fish. Did we keep this in a little too long? Decent rocket feeder. I can tell you on my main account, I use the Percy Spod. Okay, I'm definitely switching. Small safe. Let's go Pilker. Oops. Okay, I will start off with the blue one this time. Where are we? Yeah, I like our spot here. Go right over here. Unless it's pretty decent, we'll probably jump back over to the red lurker. Any tips on Belia spot and retrieval speed? I have no idea about Belia fishing right now. Retrieval speed, I mean, you can do anything. I do a lot of like 20, 25, something like that. You can definitely go slower though if you want. Fishing carps when it hits the bottom float at low depth or spinning. What's up, Justin? How do we feel about that bite rate? I think it was okay. Let's go again with the blue. All right. I think I will at least try the red lurker just to get a feel for if it's any more frequent. I definitely feel like we're just grinding away trying to catch as many fish as we can. I guess this blue did have a nice pollock. So maybe we don't switch too quickly. Those pollocks are good XP, good silver. In an ocean full of saithe, we don't mind a few pollock mixed in. You're getting around to working on anniversary event. You still have 16 days? Wow. A lot of saithe here on red foam. Yeah. I think there's a lot of saithe on just about anything, but I guess if you find a lure that's got a good bite rate and is occasionally catching pollocks or something else, then it's probably worth. So that's interesting, Justin, because that means you're going to have less resources, less help, unless some of the same spots. Ooh, 2 pollock in a row. Sometimes they double up, but do they ever triple up? Not usually. But they do double up. We love that. So at Pier One right now, y'all, we are pulling in our 130th fish in an hour and 36 minutes. So that's almost, I mean, that's just an incredible bite rate. Now, I will tell you, the downside is it's probably like 40% common carp. It's a lot of common carp. But if you're just looking for bite rate, Pier One right now at Copper is insane. Did have F1 trophy, plenty of other stuff too, but you got to be willing to catch a lot of common carp and quite a few mirrors as well. Okay, nice saithe, 31.7. I am good with blue right now until blue says, you know, I'm too tired, throw something else. We're going to stick with blue. Oh yeah, I agree with that, bot. I agree with that. It's the 5660. That very first little dock that people fished at when Copper first came out. 10-meter clip, 5660. Basically, basically the 2 spots that I fished at today are right across from each other. Yeah, I'm using cream there. I did the raspberry stuff over across the way at 51 whatever, but I think cream's still best. Unless you want to try to sit on, like, slow it down for koi. There might be other options, but F1 and in general, cream still seems to be really solid. All right, blue lurker. Giant sculpin, 31.8. Yo, Droz, nice grass carp. The grass carp's really coming out. Trophies, wow. So many grass carp trophies today. And that's a big boy. That's almost 30 kilos. Oh, Pollock again. Go blue or go home. Back up to 80 fish. We've had a better bite rate here as the day's gotten going. What do we need? 1.7 thousand from our remaining fish that we haven't sold yet? I think we're there. I think we've gotten there already, chat. I think we're now like, we're working on the rod too now. I think the reel is bought and paid for. Now we're just working on the rod. Could be wrong, but that's what I think. All right, come on, blue. This was safe all the way, right? From the very second this fish hooked into our line, it felt like a safe. $31.9, and it was another pollock. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had double pollocks twice recently. Yeah, if I was going to only try one spotted copper, now obviously I did 2, but if I was going to only try one, I think I would try 6153 first, but I don't know, 5660 is also very good. It's tough. But I think you have to deal with so much fewer common carp and mirror carp on the other side right now. Not the same bite rate, but it's close. I don't know. Tough. There's linears on both sides. I've caught leather carp over here at 5660, but I had koi over on the other side, and I have not had koi over here. F1's on both sides, obviously. Rats on 38. Oh my goodness, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the last 7 fish, all pollock. Five hours of trolling almost done. Flying collar. Now, gonna go after European Chimera. What is that? European Chimera? Is that a real fish in this game? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Inspector Bacon. If we had premium on Cozy, there's just no telling. With all of the copper and the Norway trips. Also known as a ratfish. Gotta look this sucker up. European Chimera, huh? CH, okay. What have we hooked into? Oh, what if this was a pollock, boys? What if? Deep water species represents an ancient lineage of sharks and ray relatives. What? I feel like y'all just are making stuff up. That's in this game? Alright, let's see here. This is a nice fish. If it's, I mean, just kind of hope it's not a cod. Last time we had a fish that felt like this, it was a cod. It's much more exciting. The potentials are much more exciting if it's not a cod. It's not a cod, but it's a turbot, so it's not as big as it's not, I mean, anyway, 10,000 XP, we'll take it. Not too shabby. We just cast that out 35 meters. All right. Sea records. European Chimera. European, I don't see it. Oh, I see it now. I've never heard of or seen this fish. So this is only in the deep places? Is that what we're saying? They're tiny. Why are they so tiny? What, do you have to cast like micro lures down there? In the deep places? These have got to be hard to target because it looks like people are catching it on stuff when they're not really going for those. Okay, feed is for char, eel, frog. Gotcha. My brother caught a related species off of Canada in real life. Oh, that's cool. 6.0 or 8.0 hooks on big shads. Dang. That's just bycatch though, right? Bolts, nice bleak. How much time left on my trip? I'll check in just a second. All right, I'm 2 fish away from having a full net at copper. We have 10 hours and 42 minutes, and we're back up to 84 fish. I might have should have sold another row. I don't know, 16, we're probably fine. We're not gonna have that good a bite rate. Saw the bobber go up and was like, oh, on that bleak, yeah. Well, I've been really, really stoked about how this blue lurker has done in these last few hours of the day. Nice change from the red lurker to have this one kind of pop off. We caught so many pollock on this thing. Little micro safe. All right, let's sneaky move here. Let's come in and just cast the red lurker out. All of a sudden, we got to keep the sea guessing. Oh, Flanka. Can you hit it before my sea trip is over? That's so exciting. It's so fun to open up drop shot. uh, all right, red lurker. This feels like safe all the way, but still, got a fish, got a fish. I don't want to jinx us here, but we're going to be awfully close to hitting level 23. Ooh. That fish, though. Woo. All right, guys, we have literally 150 fish in our net at copper. But it was so many common carp, this is going to be a pretty low average per fish. I mean, it's still nice silver because it's copper, but it's not going to be like you would suspect that this many fish might be worth it copper. No, it was not a conger. It was a 1.1 kilo American place on the lurker. All right, let me double check cafes. Ooh, on the drop. Hold on. What would be cool if we started catching like crazy mackerel right here? Ooh. Okay. Ooh, we did get this common carp order. That's another 50 silver. All right, so 50 plus, yeah, 1,526. So basically, almost 1,575 silver, give or take, for this hour and 55 minutes. So that's almost 800 silver an hour at Pier One. This has been a really good trip. Yeah, this feels like a really good trip for me. I'm not the best at like milking every, you know, piece of silver out of these 5 hour trips. But for me, this one's felt like a really good trip. Yes, I do have a conger. Yes. Conger, we've got two. One was 10.5 and one was 1.2. What's up, Gray Fox? Is there any reason why I'm going to need to be logged into my main account? I guess it's possible I could have to send something real quick in a pinch. Probably not, but just in case. I'm not fishing on my main account anymore, just for the end of this trip. Yeah, that one conger, it was worth over 100 silver. Oh crap. Oh yeah, totally, Bomar. That would actually be a blast. It's a good combo. Yeah, I still think, get your lurkers and get your handmade foam. There's plenty of other things that can do really well too, but these are just so consistent. Probably a good way across the 5 hours to see some nice fish. Nah. Cozy's home is Copper Lake, most likely, if Cozy continues. I could be wrong. We'll see. What gear do I need to go for sturgeon? Oof. You need in-game gear. It's expensive. I mean, if you've got access to Norway and copper, you can save for it, no problem. But if you don't, I don't know that I would advise. You got to be really patient. 90 on Fishing Planet. Oh, nice, Gray Fox. Wow. Come on. $220,000 silver. I didn't know that, Bomar. That's amazing. So I'm like on my main right now. I'm halfway to being able to buy the full in-game sturgeon setups. See, when it gets slow like this, it's been slow for a few minutes. I'm always like, okay, what do we switch to? Oh, wow. That's crazy, Bomar. I do enjoy the fight, the sturgeon, the trophy sturgeon fight, though. Like if I catch one on my, Vanga and Sage or whatever, they can be long fights, but they're fun. Yeah, I have gone for sturgeon using like the Kingfisher Avalons and Sage with Venga reels. It's not ideal. It's much better to have. I mean, obviously, there's better reels you can have, but it's also better to have the TI, the Legacy TI. What do we do here, chat? I think I'm gonna cast again. I think we're just gonna keep going right now for, at least for now, with the lurker. Have we gotten anything nice? Yeah, we've had a pretty good 5-hour trip, honestly. I'll sort it by price just so you can see what fish are worth what when we get there. We've only got less than 6 hours now of this trip. This trip is almost over. But once we get to that point, I will sort it so you can kind of see. But the number one fish right now, probably by a ways, is a 10.5 kilo conger in terms of silver. I think we finished one cafe. We haven't had the luckiest of cafe orders because that Safe Cafe rolled off. But we did get the Haddock Cafe done. Yeah, the only thing about this red lurker right now is it feels like the bite rate has slowed down. Oh yeah, I don't know that I would do. I would do the copper trip without gold if you've got PVA unlocked. But if you don't have PVA, I just don't. I think you should do it. I mean, not should, but I think these trips are more fun with gold. I mean, what does it cost? $3 covers $1.50 covers a copper trip. $3 covers a Norway trip. You know what I mean? Like, you just get so much silver from it if you pay for it with gold. If you really want to stay free to play, there might be just as good options on the water bodies that you have access to, because you're not cutting into your profit by paying for it with silver. Yeah, I mean, we've worked our tail off, and you know, we'll clear that amount. But if it had been just a bad time to make the trip, if the fish hadn't been biting very good, I mean, you know, it would not be hard to lose money on a $1,300 silver Norway trip. Rats on level 20, Alex Garmaden. Garmadon? Garmaden? All right, I think we need to switch. We've got just a little time left. I'm going to switch to jigging rig. I think we go probably, let's finish on the actually a hard choice. Maybe the red foam or blue foam. Ooh, it's another Pollock though. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back to blue lurker and see if we can't find another Pollock. That's how much I value Pollock at this point. I did try black foam. Black foam was okay. Black foam, blue foam, they were okay. A little slow. Red foam was a little better for me today. But it's hard to say. I just get so used to using drop shots, you know. As soon as something starts to feel a little slow, like I switch off of it, but it's interesting, like I had some really nice fish on the white maggot that we just put out there for a few minutes. So like I think you got to be willing to adjust what you're using, and then if something catches some good fish, just stick with it till it's not, you know. Just roll with it, especially on these trips that are so long, or that, I mean, not so long, but like 5 straight days of fishing here. Use gold after level 34. Best price is to buy Norway boat tickets. Yeah, totally. You can get a boat ticket for what, 0.2 gold or something like that. I don't remember what it is. It's a fraction of a gold. You're trying to save silver. If you're trying to earn silver faster, every once in a while buying a couple boat tickets with gold does help with that. Because they're, for now at least, they're on sale. I mean, if that ever changes, then obviously don't do it. But right now the ticket price is discounted if you use gold. All right, it's getting late, so we need to switch to jigging now. I want to try to get one more Pollock on this blue lurker. 0.78 gold buys a 5-day ticket. So you could basically do this trip, right, for 0.78 gold in terms of boat ticket. It's pretty good. If you're wanting to earn silver more quickly. All right, I'll try black again because I haven't tried it in a while, and we are getting to the end of our trip. It is nighttime. Black makes sense. Yeah, that's true, bot. That is true. but you got to have dedicated 5 hours. If you start cutting it up into, you know, logging in and out and having to travel and stuff, it'll cut into that time. But yeah, that's a good point. If you have a valuable enough reel, it is. What is it? Extra solid, extra strong, extra solid something? You know what I haven't really tried, and this is my fault, but just the yellow foam, which sometimes the yellow foam goes off too, so we should have probably rotated this in at some point.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Stab, extra solid. Yeah. I think that's right. Trophy to finish. That would be amazing. We'd have to get it in quick, though. We don't have that much time left. Yo. Noob Baboon. Welcome to the stream, and no problem. Glad they are helpful. Yeah, even a trophy sculpin would be fun, right? Ooh, you're level 29. Nice. Yeah, you're getting there. You just unlocked copper. World is your oyster. Come on, we got to get one more fish, y'all. Surprises me that the yellow foam is actually feeling a little sluggish right now. Okay, here we go. Small safe. Let's go. Hey, Lynn's Twister. It's what we started with. Might as well end with it. We probably can't even get a bite since we have less than an hour left, but we'll try. Really? On a purple lens twister? Wow. Oh, I don't think we're going to hit it in 30 minutes. That safe might have been our last fish. Gonna be sad if we catch one and then can't get it in. All right. Here, let's do this. Let's log out so that we have a chance to... I just don't know exactly how it works. Do it like this. Certainly don't want to get caught not being able to return to base to sell fish. Look at the cafe one time, and I also don't want to risk Okay, so learn from what I just did. So I did this last time to be on the safe side, but I probably caught it a little closer this time. And so I guess, like, I think we were at, what, 7 minutes left or whatever when I tried to do it. So don't do that. We're going to lose a lot of money off those fish, aren't we? Okay. I don't think there's any way around it. I was trying to weigh out the options, and I don't think there's a good one. The thing, I mean, obviously I hate to get less silver, but also I wanted to see the cafes one more time. All right, what we needed was 1.7 thousand silver, and that was going to be easy selling at Norway. I still think we'll get it, but it's going to be closer than it would have been. Okay. So I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but we would have been, you know, we'd have been a little higher there. So we made, we had a penalty by leaving early, but we made, I'm trying to remember, we had the one cafe order and we sold like what, 250 silver worth of fish. I have to go back and look. But we did really good. So 6 silver on 140. Yeah, it's not too bad. 2.1, something like that. That sounds right. And if that's the case, 2.1 plus 2, 2.35 plus the cafe. So we made around 2.45 or so. It's a good trip. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's intense. Doing it for that long is intense. Okay, so that is 52.52. And so how much would we have to save if our next purchase was going to be the Avia? Okay, we have just enough. So, by the way, I mean, I do have PVA on my main account. And I wasn't fishing very efficiently on my main account. And I made a lot more at Copper in the same amount of time than I made it at Norway. It's apples to oranges. On my main account, I've got PVA, lots of skill points. On this, you know, on Cozy, we don't have drop shot and all that. So, you know, for what it's worth, I made a lot more at Copper. But if we had drop shot, then I think Norway, it's at least even, right? Is there a beluga store on Volkov? No. All right, so I don't know if that's what we're going to do. I'm going to think about it on this account. But if we do end up unlocking Copper and we want to get a really nice reel, it looks like you only have to be level 22, like somebody said earlier, which is correct. So this could be an option. For now, we could just throw it on one of the Mecta feeders, and that gets us started at Copper, but we'll see. All right, folks, I am going to call it there. This has been fun. Good way to spend our last day of the summer, but I will see you again soon. Like I said, we'll try to keep it going. I will, you know, if I'm able to stream tomorrow, it'll be later in the afternoon, and I don't know, depends on how the day goes, but I'll see you again soon. It won't be long. Y'all are the best. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of this last Copper trip for Cozy as well. All right, see you next time.